when I was growing up, well, when I was coming up, I started really playing at like 5 years old, right? So by that time, I think he had just dropped his second album, I Want to Be Your Lover. But up until then, my first musical loves were, I was just a little kid, but my first musical love was the Bee Gees. There was this,
there's that falsetto.
That falsetto, there you go. There was a local group from Richmond. They were a quartet group named Maggie Ingram and the Ingramettes. And the Ingramettes were the three sisters, the three daughters of Maggie Ingram. And they sang way, way up high in the high registers. They were awesome. And the third one was Walter Hawkins.
Ooh, come on now.
So
That's the love, yeah. That's
so
the love center.
yes, Love Alive.
Love Alive, man.
Absolutely.
Good Lord.
So when I heard Prince, the first time I heard Prince, those three being my musical loves. So when I first heard Prince, it was like, it was made for my ears. My ears were already trained to receive everything he was doing. The falsetto, just all of that. All those elements were right there.
So you don't mess me up when you mention Walter Hawkins now.
Oh my
so
God.
I got to detour just for a second. So if you've never heard Walter Hawkins, just Google him. Finish watching the conversation first. Then go Google Walter Hawkins and just listen to Walter and Edwin and Tremaine. Just listen to some Hawkins, and it will. I tell you, it will change your life.
Yes, sir.
It will fundamentally change your life. Listen to the Hawkins out of Oakland, California.
Oakland.
But I'm curious as to what you heard, because I remember as a kid, the very first time I heard Andre Crouch. Now, I'm raised in a traditional Pentecostal church, but I hear Andre pushing the limits on gospel.
Pushing the limits.
Rance Allen, love Rance Allen. I'm hearing Andre, I'm hearing Rance. Then the Clark sisters break out of Detroit. You got the Hawkins out of Oakland. But when you hear Walter, since you mentioned him, what was it about his music? You're playing in the church, but what were you hearing when you heard Walter Hawkins and Love Alive?
What I heard back then was funk. It was funky. They were bringing the elements of funky music and stuff that we heard on the radio and making it for the church. It was like it predated the Winans and the Kirk Franklin.
Kirk Franklin, Fred Hammond, and all the guys.
Exactly. So that was and Andre Crouch as well. So, and okay, when I was young, going to my father's church, the older folk in the church, they didn't like Walter Hawkins.
Of course not.
It was too racy for them.
Exactly.
You know. So it was controversial. So I think as a kid, that's what kind of drew me to it. You know.
Have you ever had thoughts? It's too late now. But have you ever had thoughts?